The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
So there's an Australian chick called Sarah, and she was holidaying in Central America, and she was staying with some locals and in a hostel in Nicaragua, and she decided to pet the household cat.
Well, that
having a
sounds
wonderful
delightful.
time petting the cat. Yeah, and other people were petting the cat too. It was a real...
This is not a euphemism,
a real
is it?
thing.
It's not a stray cat on the street.
No.
This was the cat that belonged to the hostel.
Yeah.
And so sees a lot of visitors all the time.
Yeah.
It's a happy cat.
So just having a great time patting the cat, as many people do, and then suddenly it bit her left pointer finger.
Oh.
And
They
it left
can
her
turn.
with a scratch with a puncture wound, right?
How did you get the audio?
Oh, Sean, we're a radio station. We've
Yeah.
got much
We've got
budget.
the audio
We've got
and
such
everything.
a huge budget. I mean, our show doesn't see any of it, but we've got such a huge budget. So, anyway, all the locals are saying, don't worry about it, you'll be fine. And then she was like, I don't know, I've heard about rabies. So she went and got it checked out, and yes, she was in danger of having rabies, but then she needed to have all this medical stuff done, which she couldn't do there. She couldn't fly back to Australia because she's on the rabies watch list. So you need to be X amount of time for rabies quarantine. So she was put on a flight to Tampa, Florida. And then this is great. So she had a travel insurance, right?
Yep. Yes.
And they end up sending her friend with her as well.
Oh, that's nice.
On travels. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Nice.
So she went on to receive the first of 4 sets of rabies shots. Each rabies shot was priced at $29,000.
Oh, the American medical system.
$29,000.
No, you've seen Cujo. You know how bad it gets.
Yes.
Oh, Cujo.
Remember?
If you want
That documentary.
if your children want a dog and then you don't want them to have them, rent out Cujo. Or
Rent it out.
Stream Cujo.
Nathan.
Stream Cujo.
You'll never get a dog again.
And
You'll never
especially if they want a Saint Bernard.
Yes. Yes.
Our parents let us watch that.
Oh, it traumatised me for years.
And I was crying while watching it. And she was like, watch it. You want to watch
Anyway,
it?
back to the rabies girl.
No, we're not done with Cujo. So that's amazing. And we've heard so many people put up GoFundMes when they've gone away without travel insurance. But you're a bloody idiot if you
absolutely.
do not put the price of travel insurance into
The cost of travel.
The cost of your travel.
And what you also should do is the moment you book your tickets, buy your travel insurance, because then it covers you for anything that happens to you before you travel.
Good idea.
So if you break your leg and can't go on your holiday, it covers you for that. Whereas if you wait till just before you go, you've done your dough.
Yeah, no, 100% agree. I know sometimes people go, oh, that extra couple of $100
I won't need it.
in Seminyak. No,
Yeah.
do it.
I have never needed to use my travel insurance. I've gotten it every time, but thank God. I'm just I could think of nothing worse than something medical happened to you while you're away.
That's right.
Medical would be a real handful.
The luggage lost as well. all
Yeah, that
sort
happened
of
to
stuff.
us, Nath, and then they go, okay, well, then you have to go and buy stuff, and
Yes,
then,
keep your
down the
receipts
track,
and
then
claim it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
claim it back. Takes a long time. But the medical thing would be the big thing.
What was this girl's medical bill in the end? What did it tally up to?
$60,000 because she got her last couple of shots, rabies shots in Australia, which of course.
Plus they're flying her to Tampa.
Yeah, so it
And
racked
her
up a
friend.
$60,000 just medical bill. So that's not the flights,
not the travel.
So $60,000 worth of medical bills, and she didn't have to pay for it. So we want to talk about travel insurance, everybody. Thank God you took out travel insurance. Why? And let us know how much you would have been up for if you didn't. Pretty full on.
Let's hear the numbers.
Yes, we're going to give somebody 3 sessions at Stadium Carts.
Come
with
on.
Them and a friend. Stadium Carts is Australia's high-octane outdoor karting experience around Optus Stadium. You can book now at stadiumcarts.com. It's the best thing ever.
All right, 13 24 10. Tell us, give us a very good example of why travel insurance is a good deal. Did you have to use it? A friend of mine did her knee skiing in France, and she'd been away for like a year and a half, and she kept having to add to her travel insurance, like keep renewing it because she wasn't sure how long she was going to be away for.
Yep.
And it's the last thing she did was go skiing, did her knee, so a knee reconstruction in a French hospital, and then they flew her home business class because she wouldn't have fit in a regular economy seat. So there's some value there.
Yeah,
I know.
nice.
Hudson's in Canning Vale. Hey, Hudson.
G'day, how you going?
Good, buddy.
Hudson.
All right, so what happened?
So me and my missus went on a big Italy trip, and just before we went, my mother-in-law insisted that we get travel insurance, and we said, no, it's all good. Nothing will happen. So she paid for it, and 2 days in, my missus had a scooter crash and did her ankle.
Yeah.
Yep.
She spent just a day in hospital, cost us nearly 10 grand.
Oh,
Whoa.
10 grand.
Hudson.
Yeah.
The mother-in-law saved the bacon, mate.
And she gets to be right about everything forever now.
Yeah. Yep. I still cop it. Yep.
Yeah.
Every time we go away.
It's one of those things where, I don't know, travel insurance is such a big thing when you leave. I know we're banging on about it a bit, but to say, that'll never happen to me.
Yeah.
But
I
I know it all comes down to the bottom dollar of how much money you've got. But if you can't, I solely believe if you can't afford travel insurance when you're travelling, you can't afford to travel.
Yeah.
You need to be able to put that in the mix.
Yeah. It's as essential as having accommodation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not going to go and not have accommodation.
Because then, I mean, imagine on the flip side, Hudson, not getting travel insurance and then having his mother-in-law for the rest of their life hang that over him.
Yeah.
Imagine what Hudson
when he
would
had
have to go through.
And then also ask for money to pay for the surgery.
Also his partner, and her ankle was terrible too.
I mean, on top of that. Thanks, Hudson. Taylor's in South Guildford. Hello.
Morning, how you guys going?
Good, Taylor. Okay, so tell us, why is travel insurance a great idea?
Back in late 2008, I think it was early 2009, I went on a family holiday, 4 of us to Koh Samui. I then cut the story short a bit. My twin brother and I decided to swim back along the beach and race each other back. We both kind of ran in from the beach, and then we both dived into the beach. There was a bit of a sandbar there.
Oh.
He's hit his head on the sandbar and broken his neck in Koh Samui.
No!
Taylor!
So then we're off to the international hospital there. They did the scans and they said, yep, you've got to go to Bangkok, the international hospital there for surgery. I think he stayed there for about 2 weeks after he saw the neurosurgeon. They did all the surgery. They were talking to the doctors back here. And then I came back for a school camp, insurance paid. So I came back business class, and then he came back with my parents about 2 weeks later, I think it was.
Oh.
And then HBF signed off the bill. I think it was about just shy of 150 grand.
Oh, Taylor.
Is your brother all right?
Yeah, he plays full contact sport now. He's been given
amazing. He's so lucky.
Taylor,
amazing.
so your twin brother,
amazing.
Identical twins?
Yeah, identical twin.
Well, you know.
Could have stepped in, is what you're saying, Nathan.
There's one spare.
I totally get it.
You know what I mean? I was like, that one, if we got rid of that one, we started Taylor. So I was like, well, it wasn't
who some
that
would
important.
argue is the better twin. Yeah.
Taylor, what was it like the pointy end of the plane when you were heading back? I know your brother was in hospital and stuff, but when you were in the front end, were you like, oh, come on?
Yeah, it was good fun. I'd never been up there before, but the funny thing was I was talking to this guy that I was sitting next to him. I think he was a diamond jeweler, and he'd been, through Asia and stuff, and he was showing me the diamonds and stuff. I happened to go through customs when I came back, and I think it was him. I don't know who it was, but someone's changed all of the questions. Have you got drugs on you? I obviously ticked no, but all my answers ticked yes. So when I got back, I got pulled down the side, and where have you been? I've been in Thailand. Oh, what for? Oh, my brother's in hospital. Oh, why have you ticked yes? I was like, I didn't tick yes, so I got pulled through.
He grabbed your card and ticked yes to use you as a decoy, do you think?
Well, I presume it was him because he was sitting next to me, and I was talking to him during the flight, but I have no idea who it was.
Are you a drug mule now, Taylor?
Hey, Taylor, have you gone to the toilet since you've been back? Oh, my God, it's a 10 carat.
That story had a twist in the tail.
Hey,
Thanks,
Taylor, while I've got you here, because I just love twins, did you feel any of his pain? Did you ever get that pain thing?
I wouldn't say I get the pain thing, but I reckon a couple of times I've worked out something's going on. I think it's not right.
You're a bit offline there.
You're going a bit muffly there. Say it again, sorry?
I just not really, I wouldn't say pain, but a couple of times, something's not right, and then I get a call from him or a call the next day, and he said, this happened.
So it's like an intuition
Got a sniff.
that something's not
No
right.
stiff
Yeah.
necks.
Thanks, Taylor.
It's like Bluetooth, isn't it?
Fancy that guy.
It's like
Fancy that guy.
It's like airdropping.
Changing his
I know.
answers.
There's something dodgy going on there.
Wow,
Extraordinary.
That's full on.
Hey, if you got a story about why travel insurance is a really good idea, 13 24 10, love to hear from you.
Absolutely. We've got 3 sessions up for grabs at Stadium Carts. We've done it. We can't recommend it more. It's unbelievable. You want to win this, give us a call.
Hey, Shu.
Hello, how you going?
Good, Shu.
Good. All right, what do you got for us?
Okay, so first big international trip in my 20s. Last day of travel insurance, and I ended up in the emergency room because I had an allergic reaction to a henna tattoo on my neck.
Oh,
Where-
no.
where were you, Shu?
I was in Hawaii, in Honolulu, so I got it at like the markets, and I was like, "This would be cute, $5."
Super cute.
Yeah, $45,000 later.
Oh, my God. 45K.
Yeah. Yeah, just crazy. Like I broke out. We were on like going to like the doll plantation. I was like, I'm feeling really itchy.
Yes.
And then anyway, ended up in hospital. The funny thing is, I later on go to marry Indian guy, and I have we had like a full Indian ceremony, and I was freaking out because I was like, oh my God, we didn't do a patch test. I
That's
got
right,
my whole arm done.
It goes up your arm, your hand.
Yeah, luckily nothing happened, but no, very scary. And
Sure, your neck
45K.
tattoo, your neck tattoo, the henna one. What was it of?
it was a little like a little turtle on my neck, like the size of like a 50-cent piece. So it was so small.
Why
Why
turtle?
neck? And why your neck?
No, I don't mind the neck. Why your turtle? Why
Hawaii,
turtle?
the turtles there?
I was in Hawaii. It was probably the cheapest thing there. I had no money left.
It was the cheapest one.
Well, that worked out well.
Yeah, that's right. $45,000 later. But it was all covered by insurance?
All covered. Oh my God, thank God, yeah.
Thanks, Shu. Sonia, hello.
Hi, how you going?
Good, Sonia.
Sonia, what happened to you?
Mine was about 17, 18 years ago. Details are a little bit sketchy for being such a long time ago and I'm old. So I went, my cousin and his wife went with their 4 kids to Bali. And just at the airport before they were boarding the plane, they just remembered that they didn't get their travel insurance. They got their travel insurance, went over to Bali, and about 3-4 days in, the husband got sick.
Yeah.
Ended up in hospital with some life-threatening disease that just took hold of his organs and his went into his bloodstream.
Parasites, mate, over there.
Yeah. So I went over there to sort of help my cousin out a bit, just a bit of support, and he ended up in hospital for 4-5 weeks. Had to get medevaced back to Perth, and it was over $90,000.
Yeah.
90 grand.
Yeah, which they wouldn't have
that
had
he
just sitting
saved.
around, I take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, they're...
So nick of time, getting it literally as they're at the departure gate, they remembered to get their travel insurance.
Yeah, just in the nick of time.
Once
so
you're on the
it cost them.
holiday, can you do it?
Yes.
So once you're there...
Yes, but you're only insured from that time forward.
From that time on.
Yep.
It's even good to put it in the mix there.
Yes.
I've never been to a Balinese hospital. Have you, Sean?
No.
Because I hear
No.
people go,
I had
oh
the
my
doctor
God,
come
it's
out
so
to
full.
me.
But could they be that bad?
No, they're
man.
international. There are international medical
hospitals.
centres and hospitals and things, but it's just the expense of it.
Yeah.
I had the doctor come out to me a couple of times when I drowned nearly that time and all that stuff. But my friend, he had the doctor come out to a group of friends just over Christmas because everyone got sick. $350 a
Yeah, for
pop.
them to- per person.
And they were all his daughter's friends, so he was paying for all of them. None of them had the money for it. That's US,
Good
by the way.
times.
Good times, everyone. 3 sessions at Stadium Cards for you and a friend. Stadium Cards is Australia's high-octane outdoor karting experience. It's round up to Stadium. Book now at stadiumcards.com. It's unbelievable. It's going to go to Taylor. This guy, his brother hurt his neck and it was $150,000 and all the rest of it, but he nearly got stitched with a
That's
diamond
what got you.
thief.
That was so great, the diamond thief.
We're on to that.
Some dodgy stuff going on.
Nathan, Nat and Sean in podcast form.
Last night on Married at First Sight, it was...
It was a showdown, wasn't it?
I thought it was brilliant. So we've been following the bum call. Is that what it's called?
Butt dial.
Butt dial. Butt dial.
Oh, my God.
The bum call.
Yeah, why did you say that?
The butt dial.
The butt dial.
Situation where Evelyn's husband was out. He accidentally butt dialed her, and then she heard...
And then naturally she listened in.
She heard 2 of the husbands speaking absolute trash about their wives, both of them being Hugo and Dan. I feel like Hugo's the more innocent one out of this because his wife has been actually
a bit of a nightmare.
emotional.
Come on, get to the...
She has.
But Dan's the one that really deserved it because he is a
He's been
deceitful
very
liar.
mean to Sandy.
Anyway, so like Evelyn last night at the dinner table, she just got a machine gun out and just like pegging them all. So you're not going to hear from any of the guys, but this is just Evelyn, just like doing what she needs to do.
Hugo, tell the truth now, please. Don't make me go there. I don't want to be that chick. You said you couldn't stand her and you called her a see you next Tuesday. I don't want to continue to grill you. I just want you to be honest to Taylor.
Okay.
I know you haven't been saying some very nice things about your wife, and I want you to own up to what you have said about your wife, Sandy. Somehow I don't think you're going to tell the truth here, Dan. Just be honest.
I've got no problems in being honest at all whatsoever.
Oh, you really?
Did you hold up your phone and show your ex-girlfriends boasting?
Yes, he did. Evelyn, you are the best.
Hello, Evelyn.
Hi, Evelyn.
What a introduction. Good morning.
Dude,
morning.
Dude, I thought I was watching it, and I actually watched it a couple of nights ago because I saw a preview app, and I came straight in the next day and said to my producer, Amy, you've got to get Evelyn on because she's going to be called the Queen of Australia. And just so happens, news.com.au, married at first sight wife Evelyn is the Queen of the season for questioning Dan.
Oh. Firstly, I didn't realise how scary I come across till I watched
Very
that.
scary.
I'm quite a staunch.
Oh,
Evelyn.
I just think it was that you didn't back down. That when they started,
Trying to lie.
trying to lie or trying to skirt around the issue, you stayed firm, and that doesn't always happen.
Yeah, I think it was definitely like inner hurt, younger Evelyn, like coming out.
Yeah.
You know, when you feel really strongly about something, especially if it's happened to you in the past and you don't want it to happen to someone else, you just go, like I said before on my previous interview, that I was like a chihuahua with a chew toy. Like, you just don't let go.
Yeah.
Evelyn, I want to separate two parts. The part with Dan, no one's got any time for him, and his idea of defence was attacked straight away last night. But go back to Hugo. I thought I thought you did the wrong thing there. I thought you could have had a conversation with him at any stage without waiting until he walked in type of stuff and sat down with Taylor, and then you just went him in front of the people there. Like, she has been terrible towards him, and you were on the front foot from day one without giving him an opportunity or saying, hey, I heard this, And by the way, if he's having a few drinks with someone venting on his partner because she has, what we've seen, has been horrible, is that the worst thing in the world?
So in hindsight, I didn't know what was going on. So, naturally you head towards the girl's defence.
Yeah.
But me and Hugo have actually become really good friends, and he texted me, bloody hate you, Evie, last night, and I said, I'm so sorry, I will lick the pavement floor to say sorry. So now I have to do that to apologise to him, so it's all water under the bridge now.
But you know what it is? It is in context, because you knew that you didn't know what was going on and you were just defending women. But I have to say, Hugo, when this was happening, Hugo wanted the ceiling to crush him. Like, he was going all red and blotchy. He didn't know what to do. He was in sheer panic. I felt really bad for him because I think he's a nice guy. So let's get to Dan, though. Dan was brilliant with his manipulation. I mean, you can tell how there are some guys and girls out there that have the gift of the gab, where they can just manoeuvre it around and suddenly confuse you. But the way he took you aside for that conversation, Evelyn, and then at the end said, thank you so much for your honesty, and then you said, thank you for your dishonesty, it was a mic drop moment, mate.
Yeah, I definitely think he thought I think he almost got away with it, to be honest. I think there was definitely one point of the night where he kind of closed off and everyone's like, oh, well, we can't really argue with that. And, you know what, part of me was like, nah, not letting this go, not today. So when we got pulled aside, I think he really felt cornered, and I think that's when we, really saw, true Dan.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, he shouldn't be on the show. Obviously, he's doing that. He's there because the producers, everybody wants to be on there. Sandy shouldn't be on there either because she's getting treated like hell and she keeps buttering up all the time. But my question to you, Evelyn, how the hell did you get on this show? Firstly, you're hot as chips. It's not as though you're going to be fighting
you mean,
bloody...
Why did you
Yeah, and so then I go, is it because it's just reality TV? You were on Big Brother before, so over in the UK, so then you come over and go, here's an opportunity to get back on? Or what? Because how could you not find a man? Let's be honest.
Well, I guess it might just come down to my personality then, doesn't it?
Because, Sean, you this morning didn't particularly like her personality before
No,
you
I
saw last night.
thought your attackiness, particularly to Hugo, was terrible. That's what I thought. Because you can have a conversation before you start going, people.
Because yesterday I was raving about you, Evelyn. I was going, oh, my God, we're going to get Evelyn. She's so amazing. Then Sean said the first thing we walked in, he goes, oh, your mate last night.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah,
that's true.
Coming out
That's
now.
true.
Yeah.
It's all coming out now.
Evelyn, why can't you get a partner? Mate.
I think people just have this assumption because I guess just because you arguably think that I'm good looking that it's easy for me, but it's not the case. Meeting someone special, it's hard work. It takes a lot, and I almost think it's kind of harder when people are intimidated by you, which I do get a lot.
It's also really hard when people don't find you attractive for saying.
I think it's a lot harder, though. That's the hardest thing to go
Just
through.
speaking on my behalf.
Evelyn, do you think
Everyone's.
that, have you watched the show before? Have you seen previous series?
I saw snippets
Yes.
of the last series, and I kind of thought, you know what, the guys actually
Evelyn,
look-
I'm calling you out on that. Come on, mate.
but the reason I ask is that if you are genuinely looking for love from a guy that's going to treat you well, historically those guys don't go on this show.
No, there are usually a few. You just
But
have to
if
be lucky enough to snag
That's
one.
right, they're few and far between. Yeah, there's a sheer weight of numbers that you're not going to get a great guy.
Rupert's all right, though.
Firstly, I honestly haven't seen the show, so whoever was cuckling in the
That
back
was me.
there,
Sean,
not
100%.
sure.
I don't believe you.
It's all Sean.
Go him,
calling
Evelyn.
you
Go
out.
him,
No, I'm
Evelyn.
calling you out, Evelyn.
Get him, Evelyn.
You don't
Evelyn,
have to
Evelyn,
believe
you're on
me.
shows before, and you're telling me that you never saw that before you went in there. Come on.
I
give us a
saw
rest, mate.
snippets. I mean, I understand the concept. It's really not that hard to work out.
How long were the
Strangers
snippets?
marry each other.
Did the snippets go for an hour?
Sure.
They're TikToks, and as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted that I thought the guys were actually okay.
Yes.
Before I decided to go on, I was like, there's no way that, anyone's like going to be my type. And then looking back, I was like, you know what? The guys are actually they're not bad. Maybe this could work. So then I jumped in.
Oh,
And here we are.
did you get chased down to be on the show? Is probably the only thing because
Did they approach you?
They would have approached you, surely.
I was approached like a number of years ago. I just felt like I was just not ready at the time because you have to be mentally prepared for it. It's a
Yeah, I
lot.
imagine you do.
And then
It's a
TikTok
lot.
become popular, and that's how she saw the
Yeah,
show,
that's
Sean.
right.
So back down,
Back down.
Evelyn. Next time we want him put in his place, we're going to call you.
Yeah.
Who, me? I'll take you on any day, mate. I'll call you out all day long. Oh, my God. Give me strength.
Thank you for your time, Evelyn.
Anyway, Evelyn, I thought you were great.
Thank you so much. Bye, guys. Have a good day.
Good on you,
Bye,
Evelyn.
honey.
See you, mate.
Married at First Sight returns 7 o'clock Sunday on Channel 9.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
It is that time of year when all the cranes and high abs roll onto
Nat.
Cottesloe Beach and start depositing sculptures. It is the 19th annual Sculptures by the Sea. Kicks off tomorrow through to the 19th of March. And the founding director and the man who every year fronts up for us to say, is that any good? David Hanley, hello, once again.
Good morning. But you'd think after 19 years, you guys have worked out what we called. It's Sculpture by the Sea.
But
got us
to
on a
be
technical-
fair,
And I get off
there's
to a
more than
flying
one.
start.
There's more than one.
Well,
You know how this is going
David,
now, Dave?
David, well, coming in with some criticism. Okay, here we go. How very interesting. Now, I've seen some of the art pieces.
Yes.
There are some that I really like. I always like to see a giant thing, and there was a giant Kiss Me Candy.
Yes.
Yeah, I've
That's
seen
really
that.
the only giant thing
Jason
there.
Hurst, he's a local artist,
Yeah.
yes.
So I like
Yeah.
the giant Kiss Me Candy, all right? So let's that's a win for
We're
you.
starting with a positive.
Now let's go down to the
That's
ball.
2-0. That's 2-0.
Let's go down. And this is another guy from WA, Stephen Genovese. And this was materials found object, Sean. Found objects,
Yep.
which means he didn't make this or anything.
No.
He went out the bush and he found a burnt-out caravan. It's the shell of a caravan, and he's whacked that on the beach.
I saw it.
That is
I saw
hard
it, David.
rubbish pickup. That
I
is
know, it
hard.
is.
That is cancel hard rubbish pickup.
I didn't mind that one.
That no. David.
It actually looks really cool.
Oh, great,
It really
David.
looks cool.
Great, David. We can all burn a caravan down and tow it down to the beach. Like, that's not art.
My objection was to the one that's a pile of geological samples. That is literally a pile of rocks, David.
Yeah, but it's cool. They've been cut like in the shape of coins.
David.
Yeah, but that's easy to do.
David, grow up.
Oh, that's not art. That's like you just do that. 'cause we're
Okay,
WA.
3-2. You guys have overtaken me.
David, I was down there yesterday, and I was watching a lot of the installations taking place, and I was watching, all the chopped wood, the logs of wood. They're all in together. You know the one? Anyway,
Yeah,
the guys with the high-ab and also the tractor down there kept putting it in the wrong spot. They kept
Just moving
having
it
to
around.
move it constantly over the hour that I was down the beach.
Well, yeah, when something's 6 metres tall and you move it about 3 inches so you get into the right spot, it's a bit of a nuisance. But that is down the north end of Cottesloe
Yeah, it
Beach.
is. Well, it is now. It was right next to the shower when I first got down the beach yesterday.
Okay, that's called an installation process. We get it from one vehicle to the next.
Right.
All right, now, David, so let's go back to another one I like. And this is from
Am I going to get a word in here this morning?
Oh, no, do you want to say some positive stuff?
Professor Gavin Young from South Africa. There is is it like an antelope with very long legs?
Oh, yes, like it's on stilts.
On stilts.
I
That
like that
there
one.
is super cool.
Yes.
That's
Yeah, it
super
is.
cool.
It's a beautiful little work.
Yeah.
He's a lovely bloke from Cape Town.
Yep. Sandra
Lovely little
Nyberg from Finland, however. What the hell is that? Can I just go show you? This looks like, I'm not joking, a tiny bit of rope poking out of the sand.
Yes.
No.
really-
That's a detail of the artwork. It's a comment on beach erosion and how we tie our sand dunes together to help them. Okay, let's get on to one which I think we're all going to enjoy.
Yeah, that was terrible. Let's move on from that one.
David.
Yeah, okay, David, have you got one that you could throw at us? Because I have seen a few of them.
Takeshi Tanabe's
Yes.
between sky and earth. It beams up
the
3
light?
kilometres. Yeah,
Yes.
it beams up 3 kilometres into the night sky.
Yeah.
So if you're on the right-hand side of the plane going from Perth to London, you're going to literally fly past this. And it's stunning. We did a test run the other night.
Yeah. In a plane?
And it's just... no,
Is
not
that just
in
a
the plane.
powerful bulb from Bunnings?
David, how many planes?
Very, very powerful bulb from Bunnings.
How
Yep.
many planes have to come down before you turn it off?
It has been approved by CASA, okay? It's
Wow.
all good. It's all under control. No, it's stunning. It's like communicating into the universe. And it's a beautiful work. And what we're going to do is 3 times each night we're going to turn off all the lights at Cottesloe.
Are you?
Hoping that Indiana's are going to agree to that as well. Turning off all the lights at Cottesloe for a minute.
Yeah.
So it's dark. And then we set it off again. So you literally see the speed of light.
Mate, the locals aren't going to go for that.
no.
You can't build anything there. You can't do anything there without them marching on the streets.
Council said yes to it.
Indiana team, I'll go there. I'll turn the meter box off.
Yeah, that's easy.
help you out.
Are the environmentalists going to complain that it's going to adversely affect the seagulls or something?
I don't think the seagulls are 3 Ks up anymore, but Jonathan will be up there. Jonathan will be up
Big
high.
seagull, yes.
Okay, David, can you tell me about the one at the end of the groin? I was having a look at it
that's his
yesterday.
doodle.
Well, it was long and shiny.
It's standing up straight.
No,
Yes.
that the one at the end of the groin, that's the pipe for the light that goes 3 Ks into the sky.
Right. I was wondering.
That's a light pipe shot.
Last night when I left there, someone had graffitied it. Did you see that this morning?
Well, is that the engraving or is there...
No. They wrote Nova rules on it. It's weird. Am I right
I
to
think we'll get the
say?
fingerprint police down on that one. It'll be a pretty easy crime to solve.
Am I right to say there's another one? Joanna Solkolski from WA.
yeah.
Is hers honestly writing words with chalk on a rock?
On various rocks. She's got different messages.
Oh, I love how David goes, no, on various rocks.
No, David. No. You can't just write on rocks with chalk.
Quick question, David. What did you knock back?
There's some good things.
That's the first KO you guys have got me in 19 years.
You know we love this event and
We
we'll
love
be
it.
there. We
We
do
love
love
The
it.
giant chandelier, that's fantastic, done with street lights. That's really beautiful.
Yes.
There's Benjamin J. Shand. He's got like it's just like a perspex bloody straw thing that goes up.
I like that
For some reason, I
see-through
really like
man,
that.
the see-through man holding the bag by the French artist.
beautiful,
Yeah,
That is
beautiful.
stunning. Yeah,
Are any of
that
these
is stunning.
pre-sold, by the way, David?
No, none are pre-sold.
Yep.
None are pre-sold.
Yeah,
but
okay.
one actually sold last night to a major collector in southern New South Wales.
Which one?
Which was nice for that WA artist. Well, the artist doesn't know yet, so I'm not going to announce it.
Okay, yeah, cool.
It wasn't the rock thing. Wasn't the rock chalk. I can tell you that.
No. We're not exporting rocks from WA. We're an art exhibition.
It's not the dumb rope thing. It's not that. It's not the dumb caravan. Who'd buy that? Just throw that back out of the bush where you found it.
David, how many people are expecting to come through COT?
Well, after this, I reckon about 25.
No, there are some amazing things, but you need to be called out. And like I say, every year, if your sculpture by the sea is big enough to fit in a normal bin, put it in the bin. I'm sorry.
It doesn't deserve to be
And
by
I
the
look at the
sea.
sizes of all these things and I'm going, bin it. But, like, there are some really great things there.
This really feels like the MAFS interview we did.
I can't believe, David, that every year you agree to this interview. You're
This is the first time I've been KO'd. I can tell you that much. Can I tell you one?
Yes, go for it.
Which is really cool.
Okay, here we go.
By local artist, not been in the show before, Deanne Nielsen, 6 metres high by 3 metres diameter. Every element on that is a recycled bottle top.
No.
But she's made that gigantic an image of that gigantic tsunami.
No.
You know, the wave cut by that Japanese artist, Hakuski. I can't pronounce Japanese. But it is stunning, and it's lit at night. Trust me, when you see this,
bottle tops.
Even you're going to like it, okay?
Bottle tops.
Okay. Well, the shark net's made out of recycled bottle tops.
How about this guy? This guy's a doctor. This guy's a doctor. Dr. Richard Goodwin. He's just whacked a car crash, 2 motorbike crashes on a pole. Can't just whack crashes on poles.
I'm under it, and it looks super cool, and I bet you'll like it too. Yeah. It better not crash down on me. No,
You're wearing a hard hat?
Then that'd be art, David.
Anyway, we've got artists from all around the world. Despite the rave review from Nova this year,
we love it.
It is going to be great, and it is 19 years. Oh, I can't believe it. We were all a lot younger when it started. Easiest way to get here is public transport to Cot Station. And
it's easy to drive there. I don't live too far away.
Just park in the middle of the road.
Sean, this
the town of Cottesloe's got the Cot Cat free transport, that bus from
the shuttle from the
Station to
station.
Cottesloe Beach. Yeah. But yes, park, and if you aren't in the mood to whinge, there is actually parking just 1 street away normally.
That's true.
And everyone parks on the coast and parks 2 kilometres away without realising as you go up the hill.
If you go inland slightly.
Yeah. Where can we land our chopper if we're just going to take the...
Stevie Golf
Well, that's where the motorbikes are. The motorbikes are where the chopper lands. Okay, sorry.
Fantastic. So, as you can tell, everyone, some really great artwork down there.
Well, there's a goat on stilts.
There's a goat on stilts, the giant candy, the pole thing. Love it.
And I like the
There's
caravan.
a giant crab as well, Jack Welp.
Oh, yeah, there is too.
Nice giant crab.
Jack's crab is stunning. It is absolutely stunning. Even you'll like it, trust me.
No, I like the crab.
We trust you.
I do love how, David, for everything you have to say, even you'll like it.
Yeah, David, it's going to be another massive success. We know that.
It is huge. It's a massive event. We love that every year, literally hundreds of thousands of people go along and check it out. It is the 19th annual Sculpture by the Sea, singular sculpture, singular sea. David Hanley, the founding director. It's always a pleasure. We'll talk to you next year.
Will we?
Well, it was always a pleasure. Thanks, guys.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.